Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Hautlence HLQ 07, limited edition of 88 pieces in titanium. You can see this jump hour retrograde timepiece from Hautlence and purchase it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this unique manufacturer movement alternative time display timepiece with accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Hautlence HLQ 07. Now, Hautlence, founded in 2004, makes its own calibers in-house. It also has the capability to do so while rendering time in unusual and provocative fashion. In 2009, the company debuted its first round caliber, and thus its first round watch. And in 2009 to 2011, it began elaborating, taking that round caliber, adding a date, and thus we arrive at the HLQ 07, a limited edition of 88 pieces, a watch that 44 millimeters across the round of the case is almost entirely case, as it's sort of like a titanium hockey puck for your wrist. It wears easy on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, and I believe with a lug-to-lug span of 49 millimeters and very short cropped and stubby lugs, this watch is a great fit for smaller wrists. I believe down to 13.5 centimeters, you're going to wear this watch comfortably, as the titanium is light in weight. The broad, flat case spreads its mass nicely without pressure points or hot spots, and the lugs with the unconstrained strap flow freely around a smaller wrist. And again, if you have a bigger wrist, this watch has a lot of personality, so it's certainly up to the task of holding its own against even tree trunk forearms. The strap is a wonderful piece with a curved spring bar on each side that nicely traces the arc of the case. It minimizes the daylight and creates a more integrated look without being constrained. It has a full range of motion, as you can see, pulling straight down if your wrist is small, and it features a beautiful matte rectangular scale black alligator leather. This is an uncommon treatment. You've heard of nubuck leather, and it's very much in that vein with a monotone stitch and folded edges. It also has a high-grade calfskin on the underside. You'll note that the watch features one of the most elaborate and distinctive pin buckles I've ever seen. As you can see, titanium to match the case, also featuring the company's signature screws. It's nicely faceted, and it also features a wonderful satin grain to it. Way more energy than is necessary for this simple component, but this is a company that revels in details. You can see the same kind of details lavished on the case, which features directional satin grain and small punctuated points of polish, specifically the assembly screws of the case. The lines are simple, mechanical, hard, and masculine. Again, you can see only a few elements, such as the quick set trigger for the date, break the form of the case. The dial features a strong knife edge that gives it a hard character outboard, but when you view it from head on, the profile melts away. The watch becomes all dial. Now, this is the HLQ caliber fundamentally. There's not much dressing to elaborate it. You're essentially looking at the movement on both sides of the watch. Now, you can see there is a swing arm system, kind of like a piston and a connecting rod and an engine, and then there's a jump hour with the jump representing the movement of the aperture around the 12-hour display. You can also see a little bit of the heartbeat of the watch underneath. As I said, there's very little separating the machine from the aesthetically composed portions of the dial. Retrograde minutes, this is how it works. It's best to see a watch like this in action. You watch the swing arm and the push rod, boom, just like that. And you'll note there's a quick set for the date. You use the pusher. Flip the watch over, and now you can see the main event. There's a balance oscillating at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It's a 32 joule manufacture movement crafted entirely in-house by Hautlence. If you're wondering what the name is or where it comes from, it's an anagram for Neuchâtel, where the company is located, and you can see the individual numbering of the caliber. The Côte de Genève are beautifully rich and textured, and there is an impressive mirrored anglage in each jewel countersink, as well as along the edge of every bridge, and you can see it lighting up as I move through the light. It's simple, but it's nicely composed, and it's handsome to examine at close range. As with all great calibers, it gets better the closer you get. With a 40-hour power reserve and A very beguiling, unusual, and well-executed alternative time display, plus the practicality of a date. This is a watch that could suit a broad variety of tastes, wrist sizes, and of course, no matter where you are, there's nothing easier to read than a jump hour, nor anything more engaging than a retrograde. See it daily, see it on your wrist, buy it on our website.